What's up, Smack'em Nation? It's your boy Wayne6578, and today I will show you Madden's 20 best 2 new unstoppable running plays. These running plays were shown to me by my new lab partner. Shout out to him. He gave me these 2 plays and he showed me how to run them. I did used to run the stretch alert Lookie, but not out of this formation. And the other play is going to be the 95 Willie. Now these 2 plays are very beastly and you can gash your opponent for lots of yards. Both of these plays are in different playbooks. The 95 Willie is in the Patriots and the Dolphins playbook, and the stretch alert Lookie is in the 49ers playbook. Now let's go over the setup. When you're running these plays, on your right, you want this to be your tallest and best blocking receiver. On the left, you want it to be your second tallest and best blocking receiver. You want to have your best blocking fullback. I have a tight end back here because you want the best impact blocking. And then you just want your fastest and best running back. Now let's go over the stretch alert Lookie first. Now this play, we just run this and we just look at the way the blocking is doing. If the blocking is doing good, we take it to the outside. If the blocking is not doing good, we take it back to the inside. Now, it's just the way you run these plays right here. We had opportunity to take it back in. The blocking is so good out of this formation that it is kind of hard to get stopped unless they blitz all or they run commit. Look at this. It's just really, really good. Mama scored a touchdown. Where's my go girls? Now that's the stretch alert Lookie. You cannot flip this play, so when you run it, you just have to run it the way it tells you to. But if you can read blocks, you really don't have to read that many blocks in this run play, but just read blocks to see if you have to go outside or inside. And right there, I should have kept it going straight. I would have probably had another touchdown. We'll run this one more time and then we'll get into the 95 Willie, which is a really great running play. So let's run this one more time. I do like to sprinkle this one in here. Look at this blocking. Look at the blocking, guys. Just look at the blocking. Now let's get into the next play. This is the play 95 Willie, my new favorite play. Now, I run this play multiple ways. The good thing about this play is you can actually flip it, okay? So, we're not gonna flip it. I'm gonna show you what I look at before I actually press hike. It's very important. I look at the guard and the tackle on the side I'm running. If there's a person in that gap in between the guard and the tackle, I run the ball up towards the gap and then immediately cut it to the outside. If there's no one in that gap, I run the ball straight up through that gap, hit turbo, and then get to the outside. So there's a person in this gap. I don't know if this is a blitz. If this is a blitz, then it's kind of hard to run on it because sometimes you have unblocked defenders. So if it's a blitz, I'm going up against random defense, they might stop it. But there's a person in that gap, so we're going to run this up and immediately cut it to the outside. As you see, that was a blitz. So we had McCourty coming back there. But right here, there's no one in that gap. We're going to run it straight up that gap. Let those blocks happen, and then you just beast. You just beast. If you run this the correct way and you run it with this type of setup and you look for these things, you'll average about 6 yards a carry. No one in the gap. We're going to run straight up that gap. Straight up that gap. It's a very, very good play. And like I always say, if you can make moves and you're patient, you'll get a lot of yards on this. Right there, I should have cut that out a little bit quicker. That's if you don't cut it out quick. Someone in the gap. Again, this is a blitz. We're still going to try to cut it out to the outside. And we actually did get it. Come on. Block. Block. Almost took it to the house. Really great play. And you can also flip this play. You flip this play, same type of setup on the left side. We look at who's in that gap. If someone's in that gap, we cut it up and immediately cut it to the outside. Immediately cut it to the outside. If there's no one in the gap, we go up through that gap. Someone in the gap. Now it looks like it's overloaded on this side, so we might have a little trouble, but immediately cut it to the outside. As you see, it's a great play, guys. You'll see in the gameplay, I am destroying these guys. Okay, let's flip this. There's someone in the gap. Immediately cut it up. Get it to the outside. Get it to the outside. Get it to the outside. Come on. Mama, I scored a touchdown. Where's my go-go dances? Let's go. Now, I'm going to show you something that makes this play even better. As you notice at the beginning, I told you to make sure you set your wide receivers up to be your tallest and best blocking wide receiver. Now, when you're running that ball to the left, if you keep the same type of setup you're looking for, who's in that gap? So we know no one's in that gap. We know no one's in the gap. So we're going to run straight up that gap and then get it to the outside. But we're going to add an extra blocker. We already have a lot of blockers. But if we motion this guy over and hike it as soon as he passes that tackle, keep our same strategy as we said before, you can get even more yards. So we'll run this a few times and I'll show you the potential of this. This might be a play, could be this mid blitz, but get it to the outside pretty quick. Come on, Slowpoke. And he was running too slow. 69 was slowing me down. But we'll see right here. No one in that gap. We're going straight up that gap. And look at the way the blocking develops. Straight up that gap. Oh. My own players are messing this up for me. No one in the gap. Go up the gap. Oh, look at the blocking. Look at the blocking, guys. Look at the blocking. Mama scored a touchdown. Where's my go-go girl? We can hit this again. And we can do that same thing on the right side. Someone in the gap. We're going to go up and out. Quick. Out. Follow. Blocks. Score. Touchdowns. Just like that. Now, the great thing about this play is you can flip it and still look for that gap to see how you're going to run it. There's someone in the gap, so we're going to go up and straight to the right. But they think we're running that to the left side because we've been running it to the left side so many times. So now you're just confusing your opponent. They don't know what to do. And you just got to know how to run, know how to hit turbo, know how to make a move. One or two people you got to make a move on. This person in that gap, let's get it up and immediately to the sideline, guys. Immediately to the sideline. Well, not immediately, but as you see, you still have to pay attention to if that hole is there, you have to take it. Looks like we got a blitzer over here. They think we're running that ball to the left. Immediately to the side. Oh, come on. That's just me. Bad read on the block right there, guys. Let's run this one to the right. Person in that gap, we're going to get it to the outside quickly. Hopefully we can score a touchdown. Get it to the outside quickly. Oh, look at the blocks. Look at the blocks. Look at the blocks. Look at the blocks, guys. I said this is my new favorite running play. I love running this play. The versatility. Someone in that gap. Let's get it to the outside. We switched it. They think we're running it to the left. But we're going to the right, guys. 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 Enjoy this play. Utilize it to destroy your opponent. Gash them for lots of yards. Just do it the way I told you to do it, and you will be very successful, guys. You will be successful in running this play, guys. Mama, I almost scored another touchdown. Where's my go-go girls? Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. It's your boy Wayne6578. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to be notified and join the Team Smack'em Nation. Let's go.